Oh, there we go. That's a hog. That thing about knocked the hook off of it. Oh my God. Oh my God, okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh man. Oh man, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Guys. Oh. Yes, sir. Ha ha ha. That's a good one. Ever since I've started down the rabbit hole that is swim bait fishing, I've managed to acquire a lot of different lures. Several of them are on the smaller side when you're talking about what most would call big swim bait fishing. They're a little too big for conventional tackle, but not really big enough that you need a dedicated swim bait rod to throw. And throwing these on my dedicated swim bait rod, one of the things that I ran into was that my rod was almost overpowered for them. I was pulling treble hooks out of fish's mouth, getting bites, but not being able to stick the fish because I was wrenched them in on a much heavier rod, and I was losing fish. So a few months ago, I decided to find a rod that I could dedicate to smaller swim baits exclusively, stuff that's, you know, less than 2 ounces, in that 1 to 2 ounce range. And this is what I found. I found this Cashin. It's actually a punching rod, but it's perfect for the job. It's rated up to 2 ounces. It's got spiral guides, which is really cool. And I think that, at least my experience has been that it's a little more sensitive and you can feel the bites a little bit better. But what this has allowed me to do is, instead of running 20-pound fluoro on my bigger swim bait rod, I've been able to downsize my line a little bit, which helps these smaller swim baits get a little bit of a better action in the water, or a little bit more action. And I'm able to throw these a little bit further because they load up this rod a little bit better, rather than my large swim bait rod, which is rated up to 6 ounces. I see a fish following it. If I can figure eight it. He's gone, but I had a follower on that, which was really cool to see. Gotta work on my figure eight game a little bit. Oh, there we go. Man, second cast on that choked. Feels like a decent fish. Didn't look that big. Hung up a little bit in some. Oh, he ain't bad. I'm not sure how he's hooked. Oh yeah, decent fish for sure. Come here. I don't want him to jump, but I would like to get him in the net. There we go. All right. Decent guy on the choke. Wake and crank. Maybe this guy's going to be the juice out here today. I was trying to film a different video, but if this will catch him, we'll keep throwing it. Now, I just so happened to get lucky, and while I was looking for a reel for this rod, I went up to Hammond's Fishing, and here's the proof right there. This is normally a $200 reel. It's a Lew's Super Duty wide spool, and they just happened to have them clearanced out for 50% off, so I ended up getting lucky and grabbing this guy for right at $100, which for $100, you really cannot beat this reel for any swim bait rod, to be honest with you. But so far, I'm really liking this rod and this reel and this setup in general. Another option, of course, if you wanted to throw some smaller swim baits, is you could have just a second reel, put some lighter line on it, and throw it on your bigger swim bait rod. But you still might run into that issue of kind of pulling some hooks out of some fish's mouth if you're not getting that good parabolic bend on that bigger rod. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Swimming like a little fella. Not very big. Oh, I got him. Look at that. Man, he got all hold of that too. Those last couple of fish came to us courtesy of the choked wake and crank. The first one was on a 6-inch Magdraft, and that's really kind of the sweet spot of the type of lures that I'm trying to throw with this smaller swim bait setup. And of course, since it's a punching rod, if I decide to need to punch some grass mats later on or something like that, I can switch up the reel on it with some different line, and I can do that just as well with it. But for right now, it's serving me the purpose of throwing these smaller swim baits. Hopefully we'll be catching some more fish on some swim baits and get some in some new videos coming up. But until then, this has been Caleb with Certified Dinks. We'll catch you on the next one.